has just recently become a Toastmaster, and he's a tremendous addition to our Toastmaster family. He was in wholesale, he was a restaurant manager, and district manager. He's married to his dear Paula over there, who gives me a lot of trouble all the time. 3 kids, 2 grandkids, and he still can't reach me on that one. His speech has changed a lot since he's come here this afternoon. However, it's how to get out of a rut.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests, specifically Rupert's daughter. We have a word of the day, quagmire. Do we all know what that means? What the definition is?
Right.
Stuck in a rut. Okay. Excellent. This whole speech is about being stuck in a rut. My spirited discussion today with my son prompted this speech tonight. How do you get stuck out of a rut? There's a lot of ways. There's some basic things that we have to do in life. We have to work on our mind, body, spirit, economic goals, and fun goals. If we're working on each one of these and have it planned, what we're going to do as far as our physical development, so we have planned how many days we're going to run or swim or work out. We have to do physical development because that allows our mind to work. We've read this, but we need to be reminded it. We have to work on our mind like we take a shower every day. We brush our teeth. We eat. We have to feed our mind with whatever it is we're trying to achieve. So if we're retired, we really need to have things to keep us alive, wanting to live, continue to live. If we're young, which is what prompted this whole speech, my son could have graduated this year from USC in 3 years. Straight A's the first 2 years. This last year he decided he needed to do something other than study every second and run track and belong to different organizations. He needed a network. He had no job, no future, because all he did was study and run track and belong to these different organizations. Well, his networking stopped him running. His networking stopped him from getting straight A's. He became a B student, which is still good, but it wasn't straight A's. He was going to be graduating with honors in 3 years, which is tough, while running track and cross country. Very proud of him. Suddenly, though, he's been home for 2 weeks, and all he's done is sit on the computer, not running, not working out, not doing anything except sitting on the computer, going out with his friends, a couple times a week, and staying out till 4 or 5, drinking and having fun. We've all been there. We've all do it. We have to do it because it allows us to get back on track. So how do you get stuck out of a rut? You have to work on your mind. You have to work out physically. If we're retired, it's even more important to work out physically so we can live a healthier life. We have to keep our blood moving. The more we get our blood moving, the longer we're going to live. The healthier we're going to live. Then we have to work on our spirit. Our spirit is who we are, our feelings, our thoughts that make us who we are. We have to have our economics conditions taken care of. How do we do that? If we're retired, we can look at business opportunities. We can find young MBA students that have ideas but can't figure out what they want to do or are doing things but they think they can do it better. So let's find them through Toastmasters, and maybe we can help fund them get a business. Just an idea. So spirit, mind, body, economic, and last but not least, we have to plan fun. We have to have fun. Because that allows us to get up in the morning, to go to work, to go work out, to do the studying, and to work on our mind. All of those things combined will allow us to not ever get into a rut because we have goals, clear-cut goals, which can be changed daily, but not recommended. You work on your goals, hopefully for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. I've had different thoughts, and you've heard different thoughts about how far out your goals should be. You have to have the goals, and you have to work on them consciously every day. That's how you get out of a rut. It reminds me of a movie, Finding Forrester. If you haven't seen it, it has Sean Connery, for Sean Connery lovers. He's teaching a student who's come to him to ask for help on being a writer. He says, you don't need to study to be a writer. Just start writing. Start typing something. If you can't think of something, go take the first paragraph of something you've read and rewrite it. Think about that, and maybe it'll help us in our life. Thank you.